So I kind of messed up the video, so I have to re-edit it over. But what I was saying, this is like my fourth video, I believe. What I was saying was, basically, I'm trying to get up. I was really not wanting to go out today. Um, I'm still aching, so I'm not going to be doing too much exercise, but I'm trying to motivate myself. Lucky, I'm trying to do the support thing. Hopefully a lot of people, support me, try to guide me. Like I said, I don't know how long this will last, so this is just an idea I came up with, and I'm hoping it works out. I really would like a dog more because I wish I had the book I had before, but it's not like I just said, okay, let me just get a dog and I want it like that. No, I really did a lot of thought into it. I mean, yes, it would be a lot of work and a thing, but I'm willing to try to do it. But yeah, it's crazy because there's a lot of things I have and stuff. What's up, man? Good. Have a beautiful day, man. God bless. But yeah, that was somebody outside. I just said hi to just randomly, but yeah. So yeah, I would say one thing I would say, it kind of sad because I can't take my blood sugar right now. And the reason why I'm bringing that up, it's funny, like they're telling me, and a lot of people told me to take my blood sugars and, take care of myself. And, the reason why I'm bringing it up because it's the second day and the doctor said like over a week, not even probably a month, they've been struggling to find out my blood sugar and, and Mass Health ain't covering my stuff because I've been having Mass Health and, I'm not complaining because I'm grateful for everything I get, but it's crazy. And on top of that is, I got it from a friend, even though they're saying I couldn't do that, but that's fine. But they're saying that is a good thing. It was a temporary thing because the test strips and the lanterns, if people know what I'm talking about, they ran out. And, other stuff. And again, they were supposed to refill it a long time ago. Now I got to wait another 2 weeks, which is getting me paranoid. And I'm about to explain that a little bit with more details because I really never cared about my blood sugar in the beginning until the mistake I made. And, I'm trying to be on top of it, just like on my weight situation. Because, like I said on my other few videos, I've been doing a fantastic job, So it's kind of crazy, It's sad because, a lot of people tell me, like, why don't you ask your pops for some money? Why don't you ask your brother for some money? And don't get me wrong, like, even though I'm assuming or I could be saying, I'd rather not ask nobody for no money. I'd rather do it independently. Even though I'm making this YouTube video, shout out, because I know I sent the thing to his wife. Look, if anybody wants to help me out, I appreciate it. But do it because you want to, not because you feel like you need to. Because I've been saying that from day one. I grew up with my grandmother, my father's, mother, and my grandmother, So, it's kind of serious. I think it's a situation that, it's kind of sad, like, some people, they give something, but sometimes they want something in return, or sometimes they throw it in your face, or sometimes, like, even though they're saying like it's not like that, but that's how I feel, and believe me, I'm very grateful for everything I get because, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be picky. Even though there are some things I'm picky about because I let people know right off the bat. I don't like red. I let people know from years. There's a lot of things that my father doesn't know about me. And sometimes I try to accept it. My mom tries to ask it. I'm like, dude, I understand. And even when I do let him know, and, he sees it like, oh, dude, like, you need to grow up or blah, 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 blah. It's not that, bro. You got to understand, I have a lot of mental problems. It's funny because me coming back to this story, and I'm changing the conversation because I was talking about my blood sugar, and I'll get back to that story in a second. My father, I'm not going to get to his story. I'm going to get to my story real quick. Whether he knows I've been in the hospitalized a lot. I was in a straitjacket one time. I don't know how anybody feels about that real quick. I've been foster home to hospital. I don't really like to go to doctors. My mom knows I've been restrained though half my life, and even though she says she forgets, which is fine, I'll go with that. I don't know if anybody in this understands where I come by when I talk about this. So, one day my father and my mom talks, and it gets me triggered because something happened to me in my past, especially, let's just say hypothetically somebody gets locked up in jail, and you say, all right, you know what, yo, for your probation, you should go back into lockup, for probation. You're kind of messing up, you're doing any screw up, so why not? And some people might be like, that's a different story. How's it different when, I'm messing up, and instead of your son having a traumatized situation, you want to put him back where the most difficult situation could be like, instead of talking to him about it. And you're talking behind his back. And even though you don't feel like that, you don't understand the situation. So anyways, that's just how I feel about it. But just to explain the situation in more details, after I get in the argument, I talk to his wife, Maria. I didn't mean to say her name. I do that, spill out names by accident. But anyways, I'm talking to her. I love Maria because she's a very lovely lady, and whatever, I did it again. Sorry. Basically talking to my pops and whatever, you know what I'm saying? The situation, they both leave. For a person that you say you love or whatever, okay, let's just say hypothetically you say you love her, the condition I was in the day he left wasn't really good. I don't know if anybody knows how when you have PTSD or you have emotional symptoms and all this other craziness, I wasn't in a good state. I had to talk to my therapist that day. I was in a bad state. Again, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, it wasn't really a good situation. So when I was talking, and even though my father would probably want to know, why didn't you tell me? Well, it's funny. We were arguing about it, and honestly, you didn't even call the first day. You didn't call the second day because, again, you don't know any of my problems. You don't know my disabilities. You don't know any of my mental problems. And you know what I'm saying? We don't talk about anything, because I'm a special case. And again, I'm kind of venting and stuff. I appreciate you guys supporting me. I'm doing stuff. I'm doing exercise. So yeah, so, by the time I had all these problems, I'm just going to say real quick, a blessing came up because I had a breakdown with my mom too because I was crying and, I told my mom I was done with her and, etc. And even though we fixed our problem, but, it was the first time. And again, even though my father, I don't know if you guys have any idea of what I was going through that day. But after that day, you know what I'm saying? A few days later, after I got my apartment, and I blessed my sister because she did help me with it, and I did get recognized or whatever, and other stuff. And here's the thing: people call me a liar, which they can, and honestly, I got proof on that day, but it's not even besides the point, because I don't even save receipts and other stuff, and which I should, it's a serious state, After that situation, when I got my stuff, it was kind of, serious. For a person that say you love or whatever, and, other things, I feel like, you should more prove what you say than actually just talk about it or buy something for somebody sometimes, because honestly, it doesn't really reflect on how you feel about a person, especially when a person debates with you or talking to you about something and you just automatically just leave. Because a father just doesn't do stuff like automatically just come here and just think. Because like I said, I feel like he's more like a sperm donor than anything. And that's just my opinion. And that's just how I feel. But, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm trying to, keep doing the exercise and everything. And, it's a lot. Because I know we all could, say how we feel and this, that, and the third. But, it is kind of sad, An example, right now I didn't have no clothes, and I know a few people said that. Here's the thing, man. I'm already 39 years old. technically speaking, like, yes, I appreciate everything he has done. And I know I keep venting because I am hurt because a lot of betrayals and honestly, it's not nobody's fault but my own. So here's the thing, like, yo, but end of the day, like, it is kind of crazy on a lot of situations. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like, a lot of people expect me to look for them. Like, dude, like, I don't need to do a lot of that stuff. And technically speaking, like, every time, like, the wound is thing, like, they expect the wound just to be healed overnight. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, we don't even conversate. So, I mean, I don't know. I figured you get your thought because of some people, some things, I mean, yeah. But, on that note, back to the blood sugar situation. I had a difficult time. I drank a lot of soda, which a lot of my friends know I do. A lot of my family knows I do. And, normally I drink a little bit. I mean, I drink a lot, but a little bit. I don't even know how to explain that. But I messed up really bad. And, one day I had to go to the hospital because I had a big problem. I forget what it was about, but I had to go and, I was thirsty. I had a lot of different side effects. So they wanted to take my test, my blood sugar and everything. And, I was thirsty and everything. I remember exactly how it was a little bit. So I went, and the first time they thought the meter was messed up. They were like, and I remember they said like 1,000 and something or 1,000, and they wanted to check it again. It was like, high, like below 1,000, but it was really still high. Then they checked it again. They're like, dude, you got to go to the hospital. And even though I'm closed-minded, I really didn't want to go. And I remember exactly what I said to them because, dude, the first thing I brought up was like, dude, I don't want to go there without no TV. I wanted a charger. I knew I had to go automatic. I'm pretty sure everybody was going to be like, yo, dude, you needed to go, et cetera, this, that, and the third. But, they did me the favor. They let me bring a taxi right back to my house. And I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. And I don't know if you guys believe me, but yes, they brought me back taxi to my house. Because remember, I called my brother. I remember I told him not to tell my mom because my mom told my sister, which she told her like way, way later, which is fine. But it's just the reason why I don't tell nobody, and it's a perfect example, is because I don't want no drama. It's like, dude, if you care about me, dude, I'd rather you think. Like, I don't need why do you not tell me, like, you were in the hospital, this, that, and the third, or blah, 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 blah. Dude, the thing was, if one of your kids were in the hospital, I would have been like, yo, are they okay? How are you doing? I'm not going to be like, yo, dude, damn, really? You didn't tell me, you didn't do this, that, and the third? Like, really? Like, come on, man. Or, better yet, let me say the other word. Oh, wait, you're lying. You weren't in the hospital at all. Like, come on, man. So, like, it really hurt my feelings. Like, I'm like, wow, really? My own family, my own friends, they feel like that? Really? That's how you feel? You feel like, yo, I'm lying, I'm in the hospital, like, dying? So, yeah, it's kind of crazy, And even though I had a little bit of proof, it's like, it's besides the point. Now that I bring proof all the time, I just feel like, damn, I really got to bring proof to the people that are supposed to care about me and talk all this stuff. Like, how you going to say you care about a person, but yet you always disrespect and not even acknowledge that I fucking here all the time? So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Again, excuse my language or disrespecting. I'll make sure I put it for not kids. But, yeah, But, what I'm saying? So, I'm just like kind of shocked about the situation sometimes. And, so like I said, when that shit happened and I was in the hospital, I thought they were going to have me for luck because the way they were making it sound, the sugar went down, they really didn't have a room for me that day. I remember perfectly. But then again, in the emergency room, I could be dying. They never really, that's how I feel. I'm always getting bad luck like that. But, because I feel like my grandmother, they didn't come on time. That's why she passed away. Rest in peace to her. So I just think it was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? When my blood sugar thing, and my eyes were so much worse than they are now. I, I couldn't, you know, and I didn't call nobody. Again, I didn't want nobody to have sympathy, because the reason why, because it's always drama, you know. I wish there was somebody in my family that cared about me. I wish my pops would be like, damn, son, man, you need to do better, but, you know what I'm saying, I'm glad that you're okay, blah, blah, blah. Or instead of saying, you know what, you're doing good, but you know what, you need to do this thing, I don't need no lecture from you sometimes. Like, damn. Like, be afraid sometimes. If you're trying to be a boss, like, try to be better. Don't need a lecture me. I'm 39 fucking years old. I'm not no kid no more. And you might say I'm acting like one, because yes, my mind is like that. So I get it. So, I mean, that's just how I feel about it. And I think that's why we bump heads a lot, because, sometimes he doesn't understand that, And sometimes I'm bad at communicating, because I try to hold in. I grew up like, I'm supposed to respect my adults. And a lot of people don't respect me. Like, that's one of the issues I was having with my sister, because a lot of times, even her daughter, she's about to be 17 years old, her daughter never respected me. You know what I'm saying? Now she's 17. She's trying to tell me, oh, no, you know what I'm saying? She's 17 and, you need to respect her, this, that. Well, I feel like in my head, like, if that was the case, then she should be respecting it. Yo, you know what? You need to act like it. Like, real talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what is the deal with that? Nowadays, these kids, like, they don't even know how to respect their elders. They don't know how to do stuff, like, and I'm not blaming my sister. I'm not blaming nobody, but I just feel like, yo, the thing is, like, crazy this time. Like, and, yeah, so it's just, it's insane sometimes, but when it comes to my blood sugar, and I know I'm going like off topic and top topic, my blood sugar. So yeah, after the situation, and they took a while to get, the blood sugar thing, and I tried so much to get it, and a lot of the needles were hurting me. So, somebody finally got me one, because Mass Health wasn't getting it. Nobody was helping me. So shout out to my boy that, rest in peace. So now I can't even say rest in peace, because he's not dead, but I really do appreciate what he did. He helped me out. I'm all over the place right now, so you gotta forgive me. But yeah, so, I appreciate everything he done, so, so yeah, so getting a runny nose. I don't know why. I think because, yeah, but a shout out to him. I appreciate him helping me. The problem is now I got to get the supplies, and I don't have them now. My Mass Health ain't covering it. I got to figure out how I'm going to get it. I'm getting a little bit paranoid, because I'm trying to make sure that my sugar, like everything, like I've been doing amazing with my weight loss and everything. And I'm happy I'm getting praised by it. Even though I'm not used to getting praise, but I like it. Because I never realize my whole family and my friends sometimes, and I'm not saying everybody, but I just feel like that sometimes, it's just always negativity. The reason why I say negativity, even yesterday, what happened, anytime I say something, I'm always doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's joking, like I try to tell my, like, anytime I say something, I just need to keep my mouth shut, because anytime, it's like when they say something, it's fine. When I say something, it's an issue one time. So it's always my fucking fault. Excuse my language. It's always Lazy's fault. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Put the blame on Lazy. So, you know what I'm saying? Instead of joking around about GB, I need to joke around about, it's always Lazy fault. But the thing is, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you something about that. I joke around, and I try to make jokes less thing. And the thing is, this is the reason why I like to joke around about myself a lot. So I'll be like, yo, man, oh, man, Lazy is sometimes, he be gaining on some cheese sticks. Or I'll say, like, Lazy, man, he's so bad at the game. Because I am. I'm not, like, bad, but I say things, because when I say things about other people, or I say another joke, or I say anything, people don't like the funness, or sometimes they get offended by it. And the thing is, I don't really come with harsh words about it. So that's why, I I come in. Sometimes they don't even laugh about me, and I like it. I don't mind it, because, dude, my whole life, people, they don't care. You know, so I know some do, but it's like, what is the point? You know, because some people be like, yo, you're humble. Yes, I'm a little bit humble, but I'm more like, dude, I don't see the point of somebody getting mad about me. Like when I say about my boy GB Fultonism, I try to joke because I only joke with my closest friends. The thing about it is, some people are very, very sensitive. You know, it's really rare. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's kind of complicated. So that's why I try to do the best I can, you know? So yeah, it's kind of difficult sometimes. You know, sometimes I try to think real quick, and I try my best sometimes, you know? Right now I'm just walking around, like right next to my house, so I won't happen what happened yesterday, because I fell a few times, and, you know, my legs are exhausted today. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to wing it, try to do a little bit of exercise. I'm not gonna do extremely much today, so yeah. But yeah, so yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I try to do the best I can not to joke around with people, or try to think about them because, or you don't even joke about something because a lot of things offend them on a lot of different occasions. And sometimes I don't know what to say because I'm disabled. Here's the thing, man. I grew up with a lot of people. I watch a lot of comedy. I make jokes. But sometimes some things trigger people, just like they trigger me, and it's fine. But I let it go because I joke around just like other people, so I don't mind when they joke with me. With other people, it offends them. So, you know, I have to respect. You know, I have to understand that. You know, so yeah. But, you know, I know I got off topic again, but, you know, when it comes to the blood sugar situation, you know, after I got paranoid about the situation and, you know, the sugar situation, and, you know, like them not giving me the shots or, you know, the needle things, you know, yes, it got me a little bit paranoid. And, you know, I had to like woke up today, I didn't really sleep. I had to think about it. I had to say, you know, I just have to wait the 2 weeks. I'm hoping I get it. If I don't get it, it's just, it really got me worried about it. You know, I never felt like this before because I never really cared about it. So, you know, my anxiety kicks in a lot, and my depression, which a lot of people, hopefully some people understand that. I'm not gonna say my pops would. And the reason why I bring him up a lot, because, you know, there's some things that I feel like some people don't understand. And I'm hoping like he probably watching the video, so he'll understand with me explaining some of my emotions a little bit better. Like I said, once this hits off a little bit better, I probably won't even be bringing up this a lot. I'm trying to make more about God maybe, or more about Warframe. Of course, I might not bring it up too much. Like I said, I'm trying to get the service out. Maybe I can show you the dog more. You know, try to do exercise because, like I said, man, it's hard to do this. I'm really lazy. You know, besides me calling myself that, and like I said, I told you what was the reason, so hopefully I don't have to explain it like every time. But yeah, you know, and I'm pretty sure some people, like, I know a lot of people were mad when I changed my name, which I love it. I think one of the main reasons why I love it because I'm not going through the hassle like I was before. I went to BJ's, and, you know, I went to go change my name, and again, I didn't have to, you know, I didn't even have to pretty much I brought all the paperwork just in case I had a headache like I did with my first name. And honestly, I didn't even have to have a headache. Honestly, I went over there, and once I told them and they just see my ID, they just instantly changed it. Again, when I have with my first, and, you know, with my father and everybody knows my name, you know, they asked me like, oh, it's incorrect. You know, oh, no, we can't, you know, and I'm like, really, bro? Like, what else do you need? Oh, we got to see your date of birth. Oh, no, we got to see your social security. You know, and it gets some type of headache sometimes, you know. So, yeah, you know, that's, like I said, the current reason, because I just didn't like my name. I know that some people don't understand that. They don't think, and for them, they feel like it's stupid, but, you know, nobody had the thing, so, yeah. But anyway, let me just stop changing that, because anyways, back to the conversation. So yeah, you know, the blood sugar thing, I'm trying to think. I got a water bag. I might eventually take it out. Might take a break for a second, you know, drink some water. But yeah, so like I said, I'm very lazy. That's why And even though I'm trying to see, hopefully somebody on here could guide me or get in a service dog or guide me on some other things. I'm trying to get like, for my first dog, I'm trying to get like a husky. But then again, I know they don't accept big dogs. So I know they got like little mini huskies. I forgot what they call it, like something Kieskis. But yeah, you know, like any dog I get is gonna be a challenge for me. And honestly, like I want to make sure that, you know, I have a companion that's gonna help me with my mood, help me with all my changes. You know, it's not just for, you know, other stuff. Obviously, I know it's gonna be a lot of work. I'm gonna have to pay a lot, so I can't. Like an example, I buy a lot of games sometimes. Sometimes I don't spend my money like I'm supposed to, so maybe I could budget more and think, because it's like having a second child. You know, a lot of times I do stuff and I think it would get me more better on track. Maybe I could buy better shampoo because I don't think about all that stuff. I don't need, like I do need it, but I don't feel like it, you know? Like I'm lazy a lot of times. I don't think about that, you know? I just bought a new phone, which I'm still paying it off. Again, I could have been paying, you know, clothes. Like I didn't have no clothes right now, so, you know, and that's a lot of reason why I need people's help. So I'm still paying off like 3 credit cards because I messed up, which I'm paying them off. You know, if I wasn't paying it off, I still would have enough money, which I'm not like I'm in debt, but like, yeah, so, you know, it's kind of difficult. You know, which, you know what I'm saying, that was one of the reasons why I got paranoid with my other sister. You know, in the beginning when I had the credit card thing, I didn't know how it all worked. It's not like nobody guided me. It's not like nobody told me nothing. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, again, I mean, I think one of my sisters did tell me, but again, it's hard when, you know, when you listen and you understand, because it takes me a while to develop stuff and learn stuff. So, yeah, you know. Yeah, so, you know, I just feel like, you know, it's a time and, you know, a change for that. So yeah, so like back to I know I said that like a few times, you probably laugh because you're like, dude, you just said that like 15 times. But like after that, like I tried to change a lot of things I was doing when it comes to like the blood sugar or whatever. You know, I definitely try to drink a lot of water. I'm not gonna say a thing. I mean, you don't even need to take my quote, because hopefully by my results and stuff, because I'm happy that I see the results, but I'm actually dissatisfied in a way because I'm always still in pain and etc. But, you know, like I told my brother and everything, so, you know, I lost a ton of weight. I'm still losing more, hopefully. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just winging it, you know. You know, I could never pass 450, just to give you an example, and I beat that record. So now I'm below 450 for the first time. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's fantastic. I gave my brother all the paperwork he needed, you know, so he could see it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so, you know, it's been really fantastic, you know. It's been really good. Really good. I think one of the things I have to say is I've been really being on track on it. I'm grateful that my brother taught me wraps, because again, I've been thinking the nutrition set is wonderful. So I'm glad that I got a little bit of support, and even though they try to push me more, I get paranoid of eating more. And even though like I don't mind it, but being around negativity sometimes with that too is thing. Like, you know, somebody was like, yo, you should eat this chicken and rice, and I'm like, yeah, no, it has a lot of starch in it. And, you know, it's complicated to eat something. It's not that I'm being picky either, because I know sometimes I'm going to need it. Like, even when I change, but it's so much stuff. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I know I need to do it. And that's another reason why, again, I have this vision, like, for, like, over 10 years, like, having a dog, doing this, doing that, having this vision. But it's complicated, you know? But yeah, so, and I'm hoping that it actually, with the vision I'm thinking, I'm hoping it helps me with other things, like, you know, with other things. Because I heard and I've read everything. Just because you read it, sometimes it doesn't come out accurate. But yeah, so, you know, so yeah, that's just the situation on that, you know. I personally feel like I need to definitely figure out more or less what I want to do, and I don't, because I'm happy I already got my place. I'm happy thing, and I know I need to do more. So I guess for right now, even though in one part I don't want to, and the thing is, the reason why I say I don't want to, because it's not a full goal right now. You know, I'm not motivated. Like when it came to cigarettes, I knew I was gonna lose it, but I knew I wasn't gonna lose it. Because even now, I still be feeding for cigarettes, because I'm always stressed out. Like sometimes my father gets me stressed out, or somebody, and I'm just gonna. The reason why I brought him up a few times, because I remember one time I was having a debate with him, or I was having a conversation with him, and I was like, dude, I just need a cigarette, straight up. I feel like asking him for one, or just going to the store to buy a pack. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone because I'm in pain, and I'm like, you know what? It's just not the right to go. My grandmother passed away. You know, both my grandmothers, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just keep it like that. You know, you got to realize there's a lot of things I stopped, and I stopped cold turkey, but it doesn't make it any easier. And even though I substitute, but even yesterday, like how I get, like I'm always getting upset about things, and a lot of things bother me. A lot of times I can't really talk to people because, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's, you know, when I do talk to them, it's like it's an issue. Everything bothers them. You know. You know, it's like it's my fault all the time, you know, and I'm grateful, but it's like, dude, I just feel lonely, I feel depressed, and yes, I feel all this stuff, you know, and again, that's why I said a dog would help out a lot, because I can't really, I realize, and I've been saying that for years, I really can't do people, you know, whether it comes to my family or whatever, I just can't, you know, God forbid anything happens, because I predicted that future, like, God forbid my mom passes away, like, you know, I know my father's not going to help me out. You know, right now he don't even help out regardless. I know my sisters, I don't even want to see them. I'm already holding a grudge with them too. My brother, I don't know. I can't really say nothing, but it is what it is. You know, and everybody else, I don't know, because it's just how I feel, you know. I know everybody got their own lives, so I can't expect nothing, you know. You know, so it's really difficult for me right now. But yeah, I'm gonna head back to the crib. You know, I appreciate thing. Like I said, eventually I'm gonna talk about something different. I'm trying to think what to, you know. But yeah, you know, I definitely, hopefully, you know, get more support on this, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's really exhausting. I have to think what to talk about. I know me talking about my problems sometimes. Some people, yeah. But I do love everybody. I appreciate. Actually, I'm lying, because I don't really know what love is. But I will say I appreciate what everybody, you know, does. You know. So you know, thank you, and I hope everybody, you know, subscribes, and I appreciate it. You know, for all your supports. And God bless, and you know, be out, and I'll try to do something tomorrow as well, and yeah, hopefully you know, I'll keep it up. Monday I gotta go, and we'll see if I did anything good. But all right then, later. Thank you.